Hello.
Hi, everyone.
We are coming to you from Texas.
Live from Texas, baby.
Dallas, Texas, to be exact.
We are at a podcast convention.
And it's been a long day.
And it's been really fun. And we want to recap. We think the structure of this episode is going to be us doing a day-by-day recap of how our conference is going, what we've learned, the people we've met.
And so today was day one.
Wait, no, let's start from yesterday when we got into Texas.
Oh, yes. So we decided to drive to Buffalo and to hop on a plane from there. And you were super scared.
I was so nervous because of
because
of everything in the media.
Yes.
And I had just heard that crossing the land border was worse than flying over the border. So I was super nervous. And our flight was at 7 a.m., which meant that we had to get to Buffalo by 5 a.m. So we left our houses at 3 a.m. and we were so tired. We had like 2 hours of sleep, if that. My Aura ring literally told me, oh, great 2-hour nap you had. Like it didn't even like register my sleep as like a full sleep. It was like, oh, a 2-hour nap.
But my favorite thing was when I was trying to go to bed. We have a neighbor who has this like one big summer party every summer, and it happened to be on the same night where I needed to get to bed really early, and so I didn't sleep. They partied hard. So happy for them, but not happy for my sleep.
So happy for
them. The party sound great. I was just like lying back. I'm like, oh my God, what are they doing? But I couldn't fall asleep. So
I would be pissed. I would be so mad.
I wasn't mad. I was happy that they were having a good time.
You're a better person than me.
And I slept really late. But we had a good experience.
Everything that could have gone wrong went right. Like genuinely.
Yeah.
The people of the United States are so kind. The border officer.
Do you remember his name?
I think his last name was Walsh because like his Walsh. Badge said Walsh.
Yeah, she wanted a special shout out. So shout out to Walsh.
Shout out Walsh. I literally told him, I said, you have relieved all the anxieties I was feeling crossing the border. Mm-hmm. He was an exact replica of Seth Rogen. Same energy, same vibe, looked like him. He was so fun, made us so comfortable. We think our passports broke the system because we were literally standing there for like 15 minutes and he was trying to scan our passports.
Yeah.
And everybody behind us was probably like, what the heck is going on with this car? Like they probably thought we were getting detained or something.
Yeah, they were smuggling drugs.
Yeah.
We were just chatting with him, having a good time, and it was awesome.
No, he was so great. And then we got across the border, we got to the airport, we parked in long-term parking, and then we shuttled to the terminal. We got through security. We thought, honestly, I was like, are we going to miss our flight? The security line was insane.
It was very long.
Very long. And I normally have priority security at Toronto Pearson, but obviously I don't have that at Buffalo. So I wasn't used to waiting in line. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to miss our flight. But it took like 10 minutes. It didn't take long at all.
Yeah.
And they have the new machines at Buffalo Airport where you don't have to take your laptop out of the bag.
Yeah.
Which is, oh my God, I hate doing that. It's such a game changer.
Yeah. No,
because there's an extra step. It was so fast.
Yeah.
Then we got to, we went into the lounge. We had a bomb breakfast. We chilled for like an hour, and then we got onto our flight. American Airlines, shout out. Couldn't be Air Canada. Oh, also, thank God we didn't book on Air Canada.
I was very vocal about that in the beginning.
Mm-hmm,
I do not like flying with Air Canada. I just they're not my airline.
Yeah.
But like, thank God we didn't, because we wouldn't have been here right now.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been here. And yeah, thank God. Because obviously we can't move the convention date. So we would have missed the whole convention, or we would have had to find a much more expensive alternative. So thank God we booked American Airlines. It was a great ride. We were delayed a little bit, but then we got here. The weather in Texas. So it's our first time in Texas, and everybody was like, oh, it's going to be really hot. It's going to be really hot. And we're like, yeah. How hot can it be? Like Toronto's been having a heat wave. It's fine. We get here. It is so hot.
Yeah. And
it's like a humid hot. And this is a mild summer for them, we're learning. They're like, it's usually 10 degrees hotter than this.
Yeah. I'm not used to like coming outside and just getting wet. Like you're just heat and wet.
Yeah, it's like you come outside and you're like immediately drenched.
And then so like we wanted to walk somewhere, and the lady at the front's like, "Oh, you don't walk. This is not a regular mile. It's a texted mile." And then like you kind of realize why. Like it doesn't feel like a far walk, but as soon as you do it, you're like drenched and not a happy person.
No, like today we went to the mall. It's like so we're living in Grapevine, Texas, which is I think 20 kilometers or kilometers, 20 miles north of Dallas. And it's the biggest mall in Grapevine. So we went there today and it's literally a 2-minute walk. And how tired were we? Like, I felt like my soul had been sucked out of my body because it was so hot while we were walking.
It also made me feel like I'm very out of shape.
I know.
I was like, this should be an easy thing. We could see it from the hotel. Like, this should be an easy walk. And I was drenched. The whole time I was like, I just feel gross.
And I was huffing and puffing, and it was insanity.
Yeah, so we understand now what the Texan mile is.
But everybody here is so sweet. Southern hospitality is a real thing. Yes. People are so kind. All of our Uber drivers have been so smart and educational and just giving us like tidbits about American politics and American geography. Like we've learned so much about American geography.
Yeah, even like when we were downtown in Deep Ellum when we were doing the John F. Kennedy
Memorial.
Yeah, it was just very cool. Like our Uber driver took us like kind of everywhere it happened and everything. It was really great.
Yeah, so we saw where John F. Kennedy was shot. We saw the building he was shot from, and then we saw like where he's laying. They laid him there, right?
No, I don't think so. It's just his memorial.
Oh, okay, it's just his memorial. That's not where he was buried. But
we don't fact check here.
Okay, sorry.
The only facts we give you are real estate facts.
Yeah. But yeah, Dallas is so cool. Texas is so cool. You ate barbecue yesterday. I did not eat barbecue.
I had really good barbecue yesterday.
It was one of the recommended barbecue restaurants to us by our first Uber driver who picked us up from the airport and dropped us off at the hotel. And then we told the Uber driver who was driving us to the barbecue spot, we were like, "Oh yeah, we're going to the best barbecue restaurant in Texas." And he was like, whoa. He's like, "Those are fighting words." He's like, "You don't just say that out loud." And I was like, "Oh, you guys are serious about your barbecue here."
Yeah. No, it's very good. Food's delicious. And yeah, we're just finding like everybody we meet are just so
kind.
intriguing.
So kind. Like normally in Toronto, I would say I haven't really been in an Uber in a long time where I've had an active conversation with the driver. But here, we've been talking to everybody. Everybody's been, "Where are you from?" "Oh, we love Toronto." And like just been talking and so sweet. We went to a restaurant yesterday. We were sitting at the bar. We met so many people. We made so many friends. It was so fun.
It was intense.
It was really, really fun. So we love you, Texas.
Yeah.
We're having a really good time.
And then today, so that was yesterday. Today we had the intro for the podcast movement. And in that little short time, we've absorbed a lot of information. Like I didn't think it was just going to be an intro. We thought we would just get the lay of the land. But each speaker is just giving us so much information. So we have a really big day tomorrow. It'll be interesting how much we got to learn.
I know. So let's explain to the audience what the podcast movement convention is. So basically it's I think the biggest podcast convention in North America.
Again, we're not facts here.
Yeah. I'm assuming it is considering how many people are here and how many brands are here, right? There's a lot of brands.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say one of the biggest.
It's large.
It's really big.
Large.
It's large, and we found out about it a few months ago through a contact of ours, and we're trying to grow this pod, as everyone knows. And we're like, oh, it'll be great exposure. We'll get to network with other podcast creators, other brands, network agencies, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, see all the new information that's out there.
Yeah, and we had no idea what to expect. It is so well organized. It is hosted in the most beautiful resort. It's called the Gaylord Texan Resort, which we found out today is a franchise, and there's one in like several states. It's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Really nice people. Like Natalie said, today was the first day, and we absorbed so much information. Everyone is so knowledgeable. Everyone is just willing to give away knowledge without anything in return. Like nobody really expects anything in return. They're just willing to share.
Yeah. It was a lot of like meet and greets. And I find like everyone that we're talking to is just giving us tons of insight with no expectation. Where every other convention I kind of went to, everyone's trying to sell you. Like they're always trying to pitch you, like, here, this is why you need this. Come do this. And like a lot of people we chat with, I'm like, what are your fees? They're like, oh no, we're just here to talk to you. I'm like, oh, okay. Like
we talked to one, they're a production studio or something like that, but they also help with strategy, production, post-production, everything, marketing. So we were just talking to them, picking their brains, and they gave us so much knowledge. We were talking to them for an hour and a half. The amount of knowledge they gave us for free, I was like, what are you gonna do if we end up paying you? Like, if you just gave us this all for free? People are so kind. And like Natalie was saying, other conferences and conventions I've been to, I think people had more of the mindset of what's in it for me? Like, what can you give me in this conversation? But here we found people are like, what value can I provide to you? Yeah. And we actually already found 2 people that we could have as guests on our pod. We met former military wives, I met former military wives, which I really wish you met them because that's so your vibe. That's really your vibe. It's my dream. And so one of the wives, her husband used to be in the Navy for 40 years.
40
years. From 1983 to 2023.
She did not look that old.
I know. And then her friend who was sitting beside her, I also found out was also a former military wife, and she's from Orange County. She looked fabulous. She was so gorgeous. And anyways, both of them had PhDs. So her husband had a PhD in finance, and she was like, yeah, now he just, does like workshops and shares personal finance knowledge for free. And I was like, oh my God, would he be willing to come on my podcast? And she was like, absolutely. I was like, oh my God. And then we met a photographer who has been a photographer for 40 years. Oh, Natalie's not a fan of her.
We're asking that one. I know. End session of said photographer.
He met well. Yeah. He was a quirky individual. Really nice.
And so we're excited to meet more people tomorrow.
Yeah, we're really excited to meet more people tomorrow. Yeah. It's just, networking is fun, but it's also very draining. We're filming this at 10:36 p.m., which is 11:36 p.m. back home. So we're exhausted.
Yeah, and I'm an introvert, so this is a lot for me.
I always forget you're an introvert.
I am an introvert.
Because you don't really give introvert vibes.
I can be, like, I'm an introverted extrovert. If I have to be extroverted, I will be. Mm-hmm. But my nature is avoid people. And I love to, like, just be by myself.
I love people.
Yeah, that's how we're so opposite in that regard. Like, I can start conversation, but then I'm like, okay, I'm tapped out. Like, at the end today, I'm like, I need to go.
No, at the end today, I was also tapped out, but that's also because we had a really long travel day yesterday, and we've just been like, go, go, go.
Yeah.
But I love, like, I know, like, you obviously recharge by being alone. Mm-hmm. I recharge by, like, being around people. Like, I get energy from people and, like, having conversations.
Their energy drains me.
Yeah, that makes sense because you're an introvert. That's what one of the speakers was saying today, too. Remember the guy who he owns all the, or he has like 8, the pre-med. He has 8 different podcasts, and he helps students get into medical school, which is really cool. He's made a whole business out of it. He has a whole team. He's a whole like production company. But he was saying that he is inherently an introvert and he loves being by himself, but he turns it on for these conventions. Yeah. And I'm like, that's crazy how you can just like turn it on and off. I guess you have to. I guess you're doing that too.
Like after this trip, I need isolation.
She's gonna like
nobody come near me
for like a month.
Like I specifically planned our like family vacation after this, so I don't have to work or like be around people. I just have to be around my family.
Yeah, that'll be so nice.
Yeah, it was done by design.
Oh, interesting. Yes. Really?
Yeah, I've learned that if I do large things like this, I do need time to reset.
I was wondering why you're going to like on 2 back-to-back trips. I was like, why don't you space them out a little bit more? Nope. Okay, honestly, that's kind of smart.
Yeah.
For me, I like literally gonna fly home the next day, like 2 days. I have like back-to-back plans.
Also, we kind of forgot what we did yesterday.
Oh yeah, we had to talk about that. Guys, we went to a shooting range, and it was the coolest / scariest thing I've ever done.
Hold on, you gotta grab our phone. We need to like tell them what we did.
Okay, hold this.
Because we know nothing about firearms. I don't pretend to know any of it. I've shot a gun once before.
Okay, so should we show them the guns that we shot?
Just say it, because I don't know. I don't want to promote gun violence here.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we shot 5 different types of firearms. We shot, I don't think anyone's going to know what these are, but an MK25, MP5, AK-47, a Harbinger, and an AR-15. So the AR-15 was the only one that was completely automatic. The other ones were semi-automatic.
And that was both our favorite.
100%. I think it's because it was automatic.
It was just, because the recoil wasn't as strong.
Yes.
You know, after each one, there was a strong, recoil.
Okay, the recoil was insane, you guys.
Yeah. The one before, I could not do it, which was what?
The Harbinger was so heavy. We made videos of each other while we were shooting, and I watched the videos back. And so we shot 5 rounds of each gun, other than the automatic, because it was just like boom, 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 boom. But literally, after I shot the first 1 round of the Harbinger, I was like, I can't. I was like, I need a break. Like I couldn't hold it up. Like I literally could not hold it up. It was so heavy. And we had a guy, we had the instructor who was also Lewis. He was also ex-military. We've been meeting a lot of ex-military people here. And we're like, thank you so much for your service. You guys are heroes. Because there's so much military here. Yeah, it's so selfless. It's great. But he was with next to us at every step of the way, and he was holding our backs to make sure we don't go flying with the recoil. But it was so heavy. But it was so fun. We did such a good job for our first time ever shooting.
Yeah, you wanted to go. I followed.
I really wanted to go. I was like, there's no more Texan activity than shooting guns.
But I will say, everybody that was there working, they took time to sit with us and chat with us.
They were so kind. Yeah.
They all explained the theory behind why they have the right to bear arms and all of that, and then also the safety behind it.
And why they carry guns.
Yeah.
We were like, why do you guys do this? Because it's a culture shock for us from being from Canada. We don't have people that actively carry firearms or even really buy firearms that much. Mm-hmm. So we're like, why do you guys feel the need to do this? But they were so they weren't offended. They were so non-judgmental. They were really hyping us up and making us feel not scared about it. Because I was really scared about it.
Yeah. And even we had to do a mini class, which I felt was very informative.
Very informative. I found out that I'm actually left eye dominant, even though I'm right hand dominant.
And I'm right eye dominant, which completely makes sense.
Why does that make sense?
Because I have diplopia. My left eye is not aligned with my right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you were kind of scared about that, right? You were like, how am I going to see the laser?
Well, when he at the last 2 guns, he's like, can you look in this bottom left corner? Anything that had to do with my left, I'm like, okay, that's why I didn't hit the target. I couldn't see it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I was like, I can't see that.
So why didn't he focus it more on your right eye then? If he knew you were right eye dominant.
Well, that's where you had to shoot. But I told him he's like, do you see it? I'm like, nope. He's like, okay, well here it is again. I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
If it was my right side,
then you would have
hit it.
You would have hit it. Yeah. Okay, that's probably why I did hit it then, because I'm left eye dominant, so I could see it better. That makes sense then. That's probably why I hit it.
You had an unfair advantage.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that happened to you, because I was like, what? Because I hit it right on bullseye or whatever, and then
no, your bullseye was the top, but you hit dead center.
Yeah,
but on the with that big gun that we both were uncomfortable with, you hit
the bottom left. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I still had an unfair advantage for sure.
She hit a bullseye.
I did hit a bullseye. I know. I was like, wait, I'm kind of good at this. Shooting guns is addictive, you guys. No. I mean, I would never do it again. I would never do it again. But while I was there, I was like, this is so fun.
Like was
No,
fun.
it scares the shit out of me.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's just
liked
I
it.
just go through like if a kid gets their hands on like my thinking is not like in the moment I'm like this is too scary, but I do want to know if I am around it how to handle it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but like, why would you be handling it?
Well, I don't know. Why do they carry it on them at all times?
I know. Like, genuinely, like they explained it to us so many times, and they're like, well, if we ever are in a situation where we need to use it, and I'm like, but why do you think you'd be in that type of a situation? That you would need to use it, because Texas feels pretty safe to me. But also maybe that's because everybody has a gun.
Well, that's what
they were saying. They're like, everybody has a gun, so we're just extra nice to each other.
They're saying it's an armed society. It's a polite society.
Yeah, that was deep. That was bars.
Mm-hmm.
That was really deep when they said that. I was like, okay, that really makes sense.
And I really like that one guy that just kept bringing us like huge bullets. He's like, hey, there's this.
Oh my God, this guy brought a bullet this big out of nowhere, and he's like, you can shoot this from a mile and it will kill somebody. And I was like, please take that away from my eyesight. Like, I was going to have a panic attack. I was like, don't show me this. Like, this is giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so big. It was so thick.
Yeah, they were really into how little knowledge we had and how much we were freaking out. They were like really into it. They thought it was funny. And then remember those rifles they kept bringing out? And they were like, these are our personal rifles. And we were like, why do you have your personal rifles at the gun range?
Yes. So they all have their own personal guns on them. Plus, for some reason, they also bring their rifles and just keep them in the back. And they felt liberated to keep showing us.
It was hilarious. And then we were like, wait, but do you just...
And they're loaded. They're loaded.
Oh, yeah, they were fully loaded. And we're like, do you just like bring them back and forth from your house to the workshop? And they were like,
That's their briefcase.
And we're like, okay.
Can you imagine like going to work? Huh?
Can you imagine just like having a rifle like on your passenger seat? Like, where do you put
Can they do that?
I don't know where they place it.
I don't know the rules. Yeah.
Like, wow. It's just crazy.
It's crazy.
But no, really cool experience.
Yeah, it has been. So this is day 1.
End of day 1 of the convention. Technically, end of day 2 of us being in Texas.
And we're looking forward to talking to you guys tomorrow.
We will be back.
Bye.
See you soon.
Hello.
We're back. This is day 2/3.
Yeah, we didn't end up recording yesterday because we got back really, really late. And nobody was in the mood to do it.
No, it's been long days here. It's been really, really long days here. Yesterday was basically like a 14-hour day. We got there at 8 a.m. and we got home at 12. Oh, way more than, yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday was our first like all day seminars. We started off as a high until probably around 11. Everything was going really, really well. 11 o'clock hit, and then it went downhill.
I know. And I was only like 2 hours into the session. So basically there's been a lot of workshops, a lot of presentations, a lot of sessions. We've been learning a lot. So it was just a lot of information overload. And yeah, it started at 9, and then by 11, we were so tired already. And then we had until 4 because we booked a bunch of workshops until like 4.
Yeah, 4 o'clock was our last one. We came back, got ready, and then we went to an iHeart radio party.
At Chicken and Pickle.
Yes.
Which is basically like a elevated Dave & Buster's, but instead of an arcade, they had pickleball, which was really cool. Did they have tennis too and like paddleball?
No, it was just pickleball.
It was just pickleball. Okay.
Yeah, it was very cool.
It was a really nice venue. They provided free food, free drinks, free games. We didn't play anything. But we met a lot of really cool people. We've met a lot of really cool podcasters. We've met network owners, studio owners. Everybody in the podcasting community is so kind, which is what we really wanted to highlight.
Yeah, I think just getting introduced to this community, because we really don't know anybody else that really does this. We consume a lot of podcasts, but we don't know anybody that does it.
Especially on the smaller scale.
Yeah, everybody's just like so happy and creative.
People are so creative. We've been getting so many ideas from people on how to grow this podcast on different topics. And people are just willing to share their ideas with us.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
I don't know if it's just the culture here or just this community in particular, but it's just been we've been like I felt very fortunate with everything that's been happening.
Yeah, we keep saying that every single person we've met or group of people we've met, we feel like we met them for a specific reason because we've gotten something out of every single interaction.
Yeah.
Even last night at the iHeartRadio party, we got introduced to a group of ladies that kind of host a similar podcast to ours. And they talk about similar things. And we got introduced to them and we just hit it off and we talked to them for like, I would say like 2 to 3 hours.
We didn't move.
We literally didn't move off that table. And the people kept coming up to us being like, oh, like you guys are still chatting. And we're like, they were so cool. They were the coolest. What was our podcast name? I want to shout it out. I think it was like Sugar, Spice, and Spirits.
Yes. You have a very good memory.
Well, I was like, because they made really cool shirts with their logo on it, which we definitely should have done, but it was sick.
What was your favorite part of that combo?
I don't know. I had so many takeaways from it. I loved hearing about all of their experiences, their life experiences. I think they were all in their late 50s, so all from Houston. They had a lot of really cool life experiences. Yeah. My favorite part was probably just their vulnerability. Like we had just met them and they got so vulnerable and so real with us. And I love people that aren't closed off.
Yeah.
Right? No, it's so easy to connect with them.
They're so open and they're so fun. Like
they were so fun.
I could hang out with them forever and just you can see their banter and why their podcast is going to do so good.
100%. Yeah. And it was so funny because before we left, we were getting ready at the hotel to leave for the party. And both me and Natalie were like, we don't feel like going to this party. It's been such a long day. And Natalie's like, it's okay. We'll just leave early. And I was like, yeah, we'll leave super early. And we literally left at 12 a.m. Like, I'm pretty sure we closed it down because we just didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
It was so fun. They were really fun. I'm really excited to see them again today. Just their energy was so contagious.
I think my favorite part of it was when she gave us the mini Jesuses.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. We now have these mini Jesuses with us. They're like literally this big. And I think they said something like, y'all need Jesus. And we're like, oh, that's so funny.
And she gave us
and then she reached into her pocket and pulled out one Jesus. And then reached into her pocket and pulled out another Jesus. And I was like, oh, you were being real. It was iconic. And I have that Jesus with me. And now every single time somebody tells me, you need Jesus, I will be like, well, I have one and I will pull it out. It was so cool. Yeah. And it was cool. I like that they were really like grounded in their faith because I'm really grounded in my faith.
Yeah.
So I really like that about them too. And they're just very humble. And I just, it was really cool.
Yeah. It was all good vibes. And then today was slower.
Today was a slower day. We started off a little bit later just because we got home really late and then we were exhausted. So we got into the convention a little bit later and we had fewer workshops today, thankfully. But the workshops we did attend, I think we got a lot out of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we got back to the hotel. We went to the mall nearby here. And now we're getting ready to go to another party. This one's presented by Patreon.
Yes. So I'm excited. Yeah, that's it. That's day 2, 3 wrap. And I'm kind of excited to get home eventually.
I am really excited to get home just because it's been crazy here with work. Like we've both been juggling work while being here, which is really hard when you're in like workshops and conferences all day because you're not able to like attend to phone calls and do emails and stuff because there's people everywhere. So that I'm really excited to and go back to my routine. And yeah, I love traveling, but I'm always really excited to go home too.
I'm the same. Like I like it. And then once you're near the end, like, home is coming. You're like, just
get me there.
Get me home.
And like sleeping in my own bed, like I'm very excited about it.
But I think tomorrow we are going to skip out on the seminars and we're going to explore Texas a little bit because we haven't had that much time to do anything else other than
the stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
Which I'm sad about because it's so great here. So I think tomorrow we'll do Grapevine and then maybe venture off into Dallas a little bit. But Grapevine looks sweet and I'm really excited to explore.
Yes. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Hi.
We're back. We are back in Canada.
Yes. We're back in Canada.
And we wanted to recap the last day of our trip. Also, we recently started using these headphones It's life-changing.
We are not tech people. That's what
No.
I've realized. And then even after like just listening to people in the podcast space, they're really into it. They know the tech they're using. I don't know anything. It's not my forte.
And this
Not
is
for
what
me.
we've learned by going to the convention is wear these headphones because they really make a difference.
Yeah,
I can
we'll see if
hear
it changes the sound.
everything. This is crazy. Okay.
I feel like I'm a dog with those like super high sense.
I know.
Girl. Anyhow, well, we're back and we wanted to do a quick recap because we did not end up recording the last 2 days that we were there.
No, just the last day. Thursday we didn't record.
Yeah, we crashed one night, did not even go out to the party that we were supposed to go to.
Yeah.
We became homebodies.
Yeah.
I, as an extroverted introvert, I died out.
And what did we do instead? We watched like 5 hours of David Dobrik vlogs. Natalie is
I got
officially
introduced.
a David Dobrik fan. I'm so happy.
Yeah, honestly, they're so cool. They're just full of life, fun, loving people.
Were those people that like go on vacation just to like stay in the hotel?
Who, me?
No, I said we.
Oh,
'Cause that
yeah,
night-
that's what we ended up doing.
Yeah.
But like for real, we did a lot of socializing, and for me,
Yeah.
like that's way too much.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy socializing during the day and then coming home to like my
100%.
space to recoup.
And our hotel was so cozy. So like I actually really enjoyed. And then we ordered in pizza,
Yeah.
which was really good. It was really thin crust pizza and it was so yummy.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good vibe. We just kind of laid low and chilled out. And then the last day we played hooky. We didn't go to the convention and we explored. So we rented a car. We went to the stockyards, which actually I think was the highlight of my trip.
Fort Worth Stockyards, yeah.
Yeah.
Which was like, it was like 20 minutes away from us.
Very close.
Yeah.
And I just like to like experience the history of a place. And that area was sold. I think it was like the 1800s. I forgot what we read. But
Yeah,
all
there
of it
was train tracks going through the stockyards. We saw a cattle walk,
Yes.
which was so cool. We saw so many cattle, you guys. It was my first time seeing this animal. They're cows, you
The
told me,
longhorns.
right? With the horns. So cool. That was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just like it solidified us being in Texas.
That,
'Cause
yeah.
We were stuck in like hotels and different locations. So like that was like I think the highlight of my
I think that was like the first time I really felt that I was in Texas. Well, other than on Sunday.
Yeah. And you get like an appreciation for the cowboy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm,
You really
totally.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%.
That's
That
very
was really
different
cool.
from ours. Also, our little Jesuses.
We carry them everywhere with us. We wanted
They
to show you
do.
guys.
My kids are also obsessed with them, which is fun.
Mhm. I know. I showed my whole family. They're like, that's actually really cool. I
Yeah.
actually really like it. I feel protected. And we went to the Modern Museum of Art in Dallas. That was sweet. We saw there was 2 different exhibitions happening by 2 different artists. That was really, really cool. I love a museum. I love an art museum.
We saw like Andre Conte, something like that.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
Okay.
Oh my God, you guys, our flight was delayed by 2 hours because the incoming flight was delayed 3 hours. So the incoming flight was coming from Orange County and it was delayed 3 hours. And then we found out it was due to like a mechanical situation.
I didn't tell you yet. Okay,
What?
so Nathan was tracking our flight and he was watching that it was delayed and delayed. He never told me this. And also, thank God we did not look into this. But apparently there was people videoing that the wing on that flight, you know, the little things that the flaps that go up and down,
Yeah.
they were just dangling.
Oh my.
So that's why when our flight landed, it said we're not using this plane.
Yeah,
And
they
got a
switched
new
out the plane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why our flight was delayed 2 hours because it landed from Orange County and they switched out the whole plane. Why did they even take off if that was the issue? They took off from Orange County to Texas. That's a pretty long like flight.
Yeah, I don't know, but he was watching it and he's like, this is not good. But he didn't message us to like flag us at all, which is probably better of us not knowing.
That's crazy. Okay, well, I'm glad it was delayed in that sense because I was kind of pissed. We got home at like 2:30 in the morning and we were originally supposed to get home at like midnight. So I was pissed, but no, now I'm really happy. As you were saying, we learned a lot. We are going to be taking this podcast into a different direction, different production.
Taking this podcast into a different direction. You sound so funny,
different structure, different schedule, most likely. So we will be letting you know that in the upcoming weeks. We still have to figure that all out.
I think just I kind of left more inspired to do what we're doing.
And with that, I think that's it. That's our Texas recap. It was a great trip. You said your favorite part was the
stockyards.
The stockyards. I think my favorite part was the shooting range.
Really?
Yeah. I've been like talking about it with everyone. I would never do it again. It was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life, but I'm so happy I did it once.
Yeah, I don't think I would do it again either.
And just meeting so many people, that was definitely
I love the people of Texas.
I love the people of Texas. I've been telling everybody, the second nicest people I've ever met, first 100%. Being the Balinese, after that, Texas, like hands down, so kind. If anybody is thinking of going to Texas, you have nothing to worry about. They're the nicest people in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love them all.
Okay, guys, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for sticking along. We hope you like this recap. And follow along in the next couple of weeks for our new adventure. Bye.